Welcome back to Timoteo TV. We're going to hop right into it to the next 2:30 game, which is the Eagles and the Cardinals. And we're going to have Chris the Beard Lar, talk about that game.
The Eagles, they were tested for the first time last week playing Leo's Cowboys, and the Cowgirls took it to them. Like Buddy said, quarterback walked off the field. But I'm going to pick this real quick. There's nothing else to say because I have nothing good to say about the Eagles. The Eagles are going to beat the Cardinals, though, 45-25, because Cornell has no clue as what to do to bring his team back into the league and to getting back in the playoffs. Cornell, Kenny, I don't know what to say with you guys over there. You got a good team, but, hey, they just poor for this year. Poor for.
Yes, I'm going to keep this one real brief and simple. The Eagles going to win this one 31-18. They're going to bounce back, and the Cardinals, they're going to be eliminated and not make the grade 8. I'm going to keep it short because I don't want Cornell yelling at me this week. I'm going to behave.
Listen, after what I saw Cornell give that very inspirational speech in the huddle, if that doesn't move his team to succeed, all right, I don't know what will. The Cardinals still have a shot to make the playoffs, and I don't think it's over. They have too much talent over there for them not to compete, and I don't think they're gonna just pack it up and quit. You guys say they're not a playoff team. They win the next 2 games, they're right in it.
Yes.
Now they got some tough opponents, like this week right here against the Eagles, but the Eagles were broken last week. The Cowboys broke them. Bryant complaining that his shoulder hurts. Put Jalil in to play quarterback. Jalil, we found out one thing Jalil can't do. He cannot pass the ball.
Yeah, Daddy can't.
He can't pass the ball. He threw the ball twice. One was for a safety, and the other one was for an interception. I don't know if it was a pick
How do you
six.
throw a pass for a safety?
Watch the highlights. It's ridiculous. He threw a pass for a safety right up in the air to one of his own players, caught in the end zone. Safety.
All right, so I think we got to cut Buddy off because he's obviously smoking or drunk right now.
Either you see him throwing all these gang signs up, too?
Yeah, he's
that's professional.
First off, he had
that's
the
the Cardinals.
boys,
This is red.
he had
What
the
is that?
boys
What is
losing against the Lions. Did he say that?
Last week, I think I was 6
And
for
then he said the
6 for 6.
Cardinals was going to beat the
6
Eagles.
for 6. There's only 6 games. He is on something.
He is on.
Whatever you is.
I picked all 6.
we have-
6 for 6.
Oh, man.
Get it together, guys.
Eric, come on, let's go.
Yeah,
to
So look, in this game, did I get my score? I don't know if I get my score.
Get your score,
I got the Cardinals winning this game 27-20, downhill for the Eagles. It's a wrap. The quarterback don't know how to handle a loss.
All right, whatever. Moving along, we have the Vikings playing against the Packers.
Eric is
We're going to have Chris
snippy
with his
today,
I
bro.
don't like the way
predictions.
he's talking
I
to
don't
me.
like the way you're talking to me neither.
And to see me
Hey,
at
Eric, keep up, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank
over
you,
there.
thank you.
You're doing a
Thank
great
you.
job over there. Listen, the Vikings, they have to be the most quiet Timoteo team this year. I mean, you don't hear anything on their sideline when they're winning. Do they bring anybody with them to the games? I mean, they're winning, but come on, we don't hear about them. I mean, we only hear about their wins when we come here to do the predictions. But I'm going to keep it brief. I think the Vikings are going to blow the doors off the Packers in the first half, and the Packers are going to try to come back. And the score is going to finally be the Vikings 26, Packers 25. Buddy's going to end up putting Shane in at quarterback because he's just going to he's not going to know what to do against little Diego on the defense. So he's just going to just push Shane in at quarterback and just walk off the field. And he's going to sit up in the bleachers and watch the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. So I got the Vikings over the Packs 26-25.
Yeah, I got the Vikings winning this one 28-27. This is going to be a game for Moses to prove himself that he's able to close games out, and he would do it this week against the Panthers. The Panthers struggle against a Ravens.
Packers.
Oh yeah, y'all look the same. Bad coaching staff, but yeah, the Packers. I apologize. And don't be licking my ear like that. The Packers struggled last week with the Ravens, and the kid Pedro from the Vikings seems to catch everything you throw at him. And I don't think there's gonna be a defender on that Packer team to stop Pedro from catching the balls being thrown at him. Whatever you throw, he's gonna catch it, whether it's on almost hitting the ground or up in the air. Khalil might get mossed again this week. You never know. But Vikings win this one 28-27.
All right, this game is very personal to me because I admire Hector and what he's been able to do to turn around that he's had on that team. He started off with very little talent, and he's coached them up really well. He's actually done a great job over there, him and Carlos. And Diego, I believe he's leading our I mean, he's second, I guess, in our division in touchdown passes, and he's really molded him as a quarterback. And I got a lot of respect for Gio and Pedro. And I know what anchors their team. What anchors their team is their defense. I mean, Shamid is their offense. But if we can find an answer for him, I believe that we will have a better game. Now, this game is going to be right in for the seedings. We're 3-3. I believe they're 4-2. So if we win this game, we'll have the same record with the tiebreaker over them coming into the last week. So this is a chance for us to move up, in the standings. But as much respect as I have for the Vikings, we're going to disrespect them this week because this is where we're going to come back to Packer ball right here. That overtime scare over here, our season almost lingered. We almost lost that game. This is where we're going to take it to the Vikings. So I'm going to tell you guys right now that little quarterback, Diego, he might have all this success against other teams. Not this week. This week, I'm going to show you how to shut him down. All right?
You haven't shut down any.
And you're going to see it this week. I'm calling it this week. This is the week where we turn around and go back to Packer defense. My quarterback last 2 games thrown 13 touchdown passes. He is on fire. All right, we got Steve who has a 4-touchdown streak going in this week, and we're going to continue. We're going to clean this game up with our rookie Henry, who hasn't got any time, and I even put him in to stick Diego one-on-one, and I bet you he'll probably sack him as well. All right, so this week is going to be all Packers. I'm telling you right now. Heck, all the respect in the world, but we coming hard for you guys. You guys are frauds. Here we go. Packer ball, baby.
Buddy,
Packer ball. The score is going to be 46-12.
I'm starting to think.
Blowout rule.
I'm starting to think you on something. You keep forgetting to mention your scores every time you speak today. And for some reason, you're talking about some Moses is second. Moses is third in your division.
In touchdown
Yeah,
pass?
the
Who's
touchdown
We
second?
pass.
allow Buddy
Quad
to
is
talk
second.
this time.
That's
No,
okay.
Quad, he
Hear
got
how
one. Quad, he got
stupid
one more than
he would
Quad.
actually
Quad is
sound.
second.
And
Look
that's
again on the
crazy
website.
what he's saying
And
right
you
now.
messing up people's stats too.
Quad has 20.
What the?
I ain't messing up. I'm right. Look at the stats. I put him in.
First of all,
Moses
every
second.
week I've been watching the Packers play. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this right now.
Maybe you shouldn't then.
But every week I've been watching the Packers play. Their safeties are horrible. They're getting mossed. Like, you think
Week in
the
and week
kid
out?
Pedro is like MVP worthy? Like,
Right.
Like
MVP of what?
But see, you know what, Eric? The other thing is that I don't know if you guys have been noticing it. I've been noticing every week the team that Buddy plays, he is always big up in the coach. Always trying to get on the coach's other
You got a
side.
problem with everybody?
Yeah, and you big up the coach.
Every
and
game
then-
is personal.
Yeah. So
I
hey,
can't tell.
So, real quick
I'll beat Heck
message
in the
to
fight.
Moses.
I'll beat him in the fight.
Continue throwing the ball to Pedro, and you will win this game.
That's success.
Exactly.
He got to throw the shot. Pedro's a fraud too.
No.
We're gonna shut
All right.
Pedro down.
Moving along,
Here
we
we go.
have the next game, 49ers versus the Seahawks, and Chris will start off with his
Hey,
predictions.
the 49ers. This kid, Felix. I mean, I don't know if you saw the video. There's one video where he's going like this. He's throwing up the muscle sign. He goes MVP, talking about his arms. It's this right here. That kid,
It's
man,
definitely in his arms.
that kid, he sees things. He reads a defense as if he's reading first grade books, just breezing through them, breezing through the defense. I mean, he made the Panthers defense look like it was a kindergarten class out there playing.
think y'all might be a
I
kindergarten
actually thought at one time I thought my defensive coordinator was Buddy. That's how bad the 49ers are walking through the Panthers. So this week, I got the 49ers beating up on the Seahawks because I don't think Jesse has a handle on that team over there yet. I mean, Jesse's doing a great job as far as trying to mentor and again, trying to mentor and trying to coach. He needs to come back into the grace of the Panthers and get back into that program again. But I got the 49ers blowing out the Seahawks 57-19. I don't think Seth is going to be able to get to Felix at all. And I think Freddie's going to have a field day.
Are you in
against
love with
their
Felix?
quarterback.
Relax over there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's
He's not on your team.
You know what?
man.
You know what? I actually am. I'm already putting up the signs for Felix for MVP.
I know. Listen, the 49ers are going to win this one 35-19. Like, Phillips in process of breaking touchdown passes by a quarterback in the season.
How many does he need?
I think like 7.
Yep,
or
you're right,
6.
7.
He's right
Seven.
there.
It's a tie.
And I gotta agree with you. When you said the Panthers had the softest defense, you might just be right. These guys are
What
soft.
did I say? What
You
did
know,
I
it was
say?
We're talking
horrible.
about the Panthers. We're talking
Like,
about the 49ers.
I know, but I'm just sorry. I had to agree with him.
80-year-old man
threw
soft.
that
Let's
in
go.
It was crazy. Like, Felix just destroyed their defense. And he'll go on to play the Seahawks next week, and he's going to destroy the defense as well. I think Ruben is putting too much time into the referees and what it is the referees are doing, not too much time into his team. He might as well just hang it up this year and then come out and be a ref again. That's probably what he might be good at, but coaching, it just ain't his thing right now. Seahawks offense struggle, which is why they will not be able to sit there and put up numbers against a 49ers defense that is not so good itself. So 49ers win this one 35-19.
Yeah, I mean, the Seahawks are, I think, in a little bit of trouble. They really had a chance to make a statement against the Vikings this week, and they fell short. And now I believe we got a quarterback controversy over there because I seen Kadir actually throwing some passes too. And I wasn't impressed with Kadir throwing the ball. He could throw a deep ball, but them short passes, he was a little wild. So the Seahawks, the way they win is they got to play good defense. And I believe the defense carries them because their offense is based off of runs. And they went against a Vikings team last week who are great at grabbing flags. So, I wouldn't have ran the ball against the Vikings because that's what they do. That's all they do out practice is grab flags. Now Felix, on the other hand, I mean, like he said, 37 touchdowns already. He's been on fire. There hasn't been anyone that's been able to shut him down. Every game, even the ones he's lost, he's been able to put up a ton of points. And Matt is really stepping up as a shutdown corner on his side. I believe that on his side, it's like 50% that they go to his side, it's intercepted, as the Panthers found out this last week. So the side you got to go on is probably Nolan's side. He's a little soft over there. I think he's related to Mach. That's probably why. But yeah, I think the 49ers, I mean, Felix is going for the record. He's going to try to get MVP. And if he wants to do that, he has to continue to win games because you can't be an MVP player with 4-4. So I think he has to win out. I got the 49ers winning before I get rudely interrupted, 50-18.
I just want to say, when you talk about how he threw those, they got those interceptions on us, you got to also remember that our receivers were missing the ball. I mean, it was hitting them right in the hands, so
no doubt about
it wasn't that they were playing magnificent defense. It wasn't that. It was just they were getting deflected passes and running them in for six.
They're always in the right position. I mean, when that ball bounces, they're all there to kind of come up and get it.
I would like for you guys to keep the Panthers' name negatively out of your mouth.
Thank you.
For real.
I think we need to keep
when we're
the Panthers
discussing
in prayer. I think we need to look at this mask Chris got on. He thinks he's Spider-Man. He thinks he's Spider-Man. Look at him. Look at him. Chris is tripping.
That's my man's.
I understand.
You got a problem? That's my man's.
Back up. Back up. Go ahead. Back up. Go ahead.
Come on, you think because you look young, you got your legs together still? Come on,
I always have my legs together. I just refuse to bring them out.
Yeah, I see him. I
don't want to
see
see
him.
me.
Your legs is
Play
this
buddy
big.
one-on-one.
Your legs is this big. I race him one-on-one. I play him anything one-on-one.
Horrible.
And that would be an embarrassing.
And you grew some hair. What the-
Embarrassing defeat for Buddy if he does that.
Whatever. So we thank you guys for watching. That will be all for Timoteo TV this week. Please stay tuned to next week. Have a blessed week, guys.
Cowgirls.